Hello and welcome back to D20 Modern. We're screwed.
Hey, so that was the intro by Vagabond. Welcome back to Fieldweight, guys. So in the last episode, they had a meeting with Anheg, and basically things have gone from bad to worse, with the Drazni declaring that something has been successful, with more and more money flowing from Obzalife to Drazni. The Balar are getting twitchy and are starting to arm themselves for what they believe to be a Drazni. They believe that basically Obzalife is funding Drazni growth in the slums and basically aiding Drazni in taking over the slums. Um, and Anheg, lead or the highest up person in Balar that these guys have met, not necessarily the leader of Balar, but the highest up person these guys have met, has suggested that because of that, the several months they were going to have to research into perform espionage tasks and build themselves up has been significantly shortened. They need to get information, and they need to get information now. In the meantime, Amanda has been revealed to actually be Sandra Karan, who is a spy, an intelligence gathering operative for Saltech, Salvage Technologies Corporation. So, gentlemen, what shall happen? What shall we do?
All right. So first off, what time is it?
It's roughly about 6 in the morning now.
All right. So first off, I think we should come up with a plan. For at least for today, for one thing. What are we
Okay,
all
so
gonna
you
do
guys
today?
are all like walking out to the reception area or leaving the office?
Yep.
Yeah, we're all
Okay.
leaving the office.
So I'm gonna just stay in for just a moment and like let you guys know that you can continue on.
All right.
Okay.
I'll just.
So
actually, no.
if
I was thinking
Anheg will have
No.
me for a moment, I'm just gonna stick around for
I'll
a
just
minute.
wait outside. I'm just gonna go wait
All
outside.
right,
I'm
be
not.
real careful, Toadster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the two
Does he?
others, Nabil and well, basically, like he's sitting in a chair. He can't exactly stop you staying in his office. Like,
Oh, okay.
if you want to, like he could get up and physically eject you, but he hasn't yet.
Okay. So as those guys walk out, I just kind of like say, "Yeah, I'm gonna be a minute." And as they walk past me, I close the door behind them and turn around to have a little discussion with Anheg, and I go sit in my seat, and provided it is not attached to the floor, I kind of scooch it a little closer to Anheg.
Oh no.
It's like, okay.
Anheg's eyebrows rise as you sort of close the door and return to your seat. Yes, Mr. Nets.
Okay. So we've got another form of information gathering going on here. So I've got some video to submit here, but in light of our current push forward in plans, I guess, or shortening of timeline, I may need some new equipment that we may not want to openly put on the credit, but I want to pass this by you first.
Continue speaking, Mr. Nets.
Okay, so I've got. Well. Long story short, I'm a cyborg now. Because I'm freaking Nets, that's all I can say. And yeah, nice little camera's been recording everything. So yeah, there's some other stuff that happened during this whole fun and games hallucinogenic period that we just came back from. Unfortunately, it's missing a little bit of context. For
Indeed.
although I have a new eye, I do not have any ears to go along with it.
I see, Mr. Nets.
I'm wondering if you and your people may be able to outfit subdermal recording equipment to aid in the expedition of this information gathering. Or aid in expediting this information gathering.
Anheg kind of looks at you for a second and it's like, you want to undergo additional surgery to have a recording device implanted in your body to record sound. Is this what I am being told?
Yeah.
And
Like, want to may not be the best word for it, but I feel it will come in handy for all of our future adventures together.
and the potential of perhaps a wristwatch with an audio recording device in it, or perhaps a radio or cell phone, or perhaps a data recording device, perhaps having one installed in your footwear has not come to mind, Mr. Nets.
It's all come to mind how those pieces of equipment can more easily be removed from oneself.
And who exactly do you think is going to be removing your footwear at work, Mr. Nets?
I don't know. If we get into higher up stuff and clean rooms and whatever, it may have it be more advantageous to be onboard equipment.
Anheg just looks at you like you're completely batshit insane.
Sorry.
Mr. Nets, I will have one of our intelligent operatives provide you with a recording device that should be reasonably easily concealed about your person.
Yeah, I guess that's a satisfactory answer.
Satisfactory or not, Mr. Nets, it is the answer you have received. You may leave.
Well, I guess bye then, as I walk out the door.
Okay.
Wave at him.
So you guys head out, and you're now in the corridor. You basically can meet back up with the Balar enforcer who is standing outside the room to let you back out of the offices again.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys go down, I'm assuming you guys are now going to be leaving Balar's tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
as
am
you
I
guys
going to
leave
meet
Balar's tower-
someone right now, or I'm going to get recording equipment later?
Well, it takes you guys roughly sort of 6 or 7 minutes to ride the elevator down to the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
And as the three of you walk off across the lobby, one of the front doormen sort of stops Nets and hands Nets a small. It's kind of like a piece of putty that's skin colored.
Hmm.
And when Nets takes it, it's pliable, it's movable, but you can feel bits of circuitry and things inside it. And basically, it's a kind of what sometimes called a kangaroo pouch or a body pouch. Basically, it's an adhesive pouch that's skin colored and slightly shaped, and you basically stick it across the sort of bottom edge of your stomach. It makes you look like you've got a slightly larger gut than you necessarily would have. It can be detected if someone examines you reasonably closely because it is stuck onto you, but it's skin colored and it tends to be very thin at the edges, so it melds into the shape of your body reasonably well.
Okay.
And inside is a small audio recording device.
Okay. What's
Quite a flat one.
So just as I'm getting handed this, I'd like to ask the person what the recording time is on it. Like
48 hours.
48 hours. Okay, matches my camera. Perfect.
So you managed to get away without having additional surgery, and you guys
You make
are
that sound like
free.
it's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
As far as I know, he hasn't had any surgery, correct?
Yeah, like nobody knows anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I now have electro punch.
Yes, you now have the electro paunch. Bear in mind that although cyberization, although cybernetic implantments and things are a thing, they are very, very much in their infancy. Like, people aren't having full limbs replaced and stuff. It's as I said, like the Challenger Inc. is the one who's currently leading the research in it, and Challenger Inc. haven't yet managed to perfect the nervous system linkage. So like like cyberization and having electronics implanted in your body while it exists is still like
Essentially, like it is now. Like they
Uh,
have things they can do, but it's a bit more advanced.
it's a bit more advanced than it is now, but like you're not going to get a robotic leg or anything. So the idea that like you wanted to have a sound recording device implanted in your body, like yes, even nowadays people can have that done,
Mhm.
but you're batshit insane.
Yeah, like you're an idiot for getting back gallery surgery.
Oh god, yes,
Absolutely insane.
that was complete stupidity.
To be
She's
fair,
like, yeah, go on.
all of us are insane to some degree.
That's a fair
mean,
point. So
yeah,
you have left Balar. What would you gentlemen like to do?
Well, first off, I say we all go to the marketplace for a brief moment, and
All
while
right.
we do that, we figure out a plan for the day
Alright.
and like probably the rest of the week.
Quick question out of character. You've seen Archer? You know how he slaps the shit out of Cyril? I'm gonna do that to Nets. Just not hard, just light, just slapping the shit out of him rapidly and just to piss him off. You caused so much trouble with your insanity. You needed to get your dick into something, and you didn't even get that. And we're under investigation by the big guy. Really? This is exactly the situation. This is exactly the situation right there. That is just I am angry and confused and just tired of this. Just no, enough of you. Can we please do something where you don't do something insane or have a smart comment for once? Please stop being smart for once.
And as soon as you finish, I just ask if you're done fondling my face, and I go over to visit Not Bob.
It's like talking to a wall. God damn it.
Not so you guys make your way over to the market, and on your way to the market, Bomber slaps the shit out of Nets, and Nets completely ignores him and wanders off, having made another smart remark. So you guys arrive at the market. Nets heads off to Not Bob, and Not Bob greets him with his customary glare. So what would you guys like to do at the market?
I'm
First
gonna
off,
order...
I like to buy a crowbar.
Of course.
Okay, so
Nets?
Nets. Let's start with Nets. What's
Okay.
Nets up to?
So I'm gonna order 2 breakfast kebabs.
Big bountiful breakfast kebabs. Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna grab
And then
2
like
dinner
while I'm
kebabs.
sitting down with
Eh.
there, like ordering my kebabs and dudes getting them ready, I just kind of sit there deflated. Like, so
Aw.
what's your name, mate? Because previously I just called him Not Bob.
I'm just gonna interrupt that. I'm just gonna toss him a pack of cigarettes and order 2 dinner kebabs and just pretend that he didn't say anything.
Okay, so
But you just throw cigarettes at a guy?
Yeah,
Is
just
this
toss him a
Barter
pack of
Town now?
cigarettes.
so
I've got a
basically-
reputation with the guy. I'm nice to him.
So basically, what Bomber does is Bomber does prison prison rules, where basically he just gives cigarettes to people.
And it works though.
Okay, so Nets receives 2 breakfast kebabs, hard-boiled egg, hash brown.
Mhm.
Like it's a
Spit?
breakfast kebab.
Yeah.
Bomber asks for some dinner kebabs. Bomber receives dinner kebabs, so he receives roast potato, chicken, mixed vegetables, nice dinner kebab, with a choice of either barbecue, sweet and sour, or hot chili sauce.
Hot chili. Oh shit, yeah.
Actually, it is. And Snarby Wolf, what are you up to?
First off, I'm gonna go buy a crowbar.
Okay, are you purchasing the crowbar, or are Balar purchasing the crowbar for you?
I am purchasing it with my own money.
What is your wealth bonus?
It should be 9 last time I checked. Hold up. Where is it? Where is it? Wealth bonus. Where is my wealth bonus? Random facts, blah blah blah. Drowsy founder. Yeah, wealth bonus is 9.
Wow, Vagabond is so wealthy. It's weird.
Yeah,
what the
like-
shit? Where's mine?
Well,
Let's do
basically,
it
wealth
again.
bonus is determined by your starting occupation and 2d4, and I think Vagabond rolled a 3 and a 4 when he rolled his.
Didn't you
Well,
guys have?
bonus.
Did we all have to
Okay.
have 9s?
Yeah, mine's 8. Mine's 8.
Yeah.
Mine
Okay, so-
is currently. Let's see how poor I am. Oh, no, that's my level. Where the hell is my wealth? I know I put it somewhere.
It's down near the bottom.
You do this.
So the crowbar is well within your wealth purchasing capacity. A crowbar costs 5, so it's well below your wealth purchasing capacity. So it won't actually have any effect on your kind of long term. Basically, weirdly enough, Vagabond has some account with some of the one credit bank or another that actually has a surprising amount of credit in it.
Oh, I do have
Okay.
a 9, and that's after my other deductions. Huh.
So Vagabond buys himself a crowbar.
All right.
Uh,
This will
stimulated-
make us.
Stimulated by your psychological hallucination in which you killed someone and said, "Yes, after 21 years, I'm free."
Oh yes, definitely.
So are we ever
stimulating.
going to talk about that? need
We
to
will.
talk
We'll talk
that.
about that in like various sessions later.
Yeah.
Right now, we have more important things to worry about.
So, Vagabond has gathered himself a crowbar. Nets and Bomber have had kebabs.
Well,
Not Bob.
I'm taking my kebabs, and I'm taking the fastest train to Amanda's.
Okay, so Nets heads off to Amanda's.
Wait, are we following him? I'm asking. Wolf, are we following him? Or are we just gonna wait for him at
wait,
the
where is he going?
at the house? I don't know. He just jumped on a train. Well, I don't even know. Dude, pieced. He's a dick.
Yeah, I think we should follow him for one thing.
Okay. God damn it. All right.
Make sure he's
Okay.
doing the right thing instead of trying to get in Amanda's pants.
That's a good call. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so Nets heads off to Amanda's, and Bomber and Vagabond slip on board the train behind him because Nets just pieced out of the market and they were both suspicious. Which, by the way, Nets, considering you've just been accused of working for the enemy, probably a little bit probably a little bit, sort of suspicious that you've just kind of pieced out and tried to slip away, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I'm thinking. Out. Why are you being a fishy son of a bitch?
So Nets heads off to Amanda's apartment. Again, it's in sort of one of the sort of centrally areas of the slums, so it's not a terribly unpleasant place. But at the same time, it's a slightly worn down building.
Mhm.
What would you like to do? You can reach the building reasonably quickly.
I'm going to go up to Amanda's place and knock on her door and present her with breakfast and get on in. Because I don't
Okay.
believe I have access yet.
No, you don't have access to Amanda's flat. You don't have a key or anything. So, okay, right. So Toad heads up. Toad heads up into a apartment building, pretty standard sort of slums apartment building, and knocks on one of the doors and disappears inside. Amanda opens the door for Toad, and seems a little bit surprised, but reasonably happy to see you there. And she asks you how the party was.
It was interesting. We'll talk about it later.
Fair enough. So, what do I owe this pleasure?
I brought you some not Bob kebab, breakfast kebab.
Quick question. Do we have days off at all from the foundry,
Yes.
or is
Yes,
Oh.
you do.
would today be one of them? Or
The next couple of days you are not working, correct?
all right then.
Oh, so she's currently not going to work. Okay. I didn't know we were on a day off. Cool.
Bomber asked this, or 50-foot asked this last session, and I think you and Vagabond may have been talking about something else.
Yeah. Quite possibly.
Perhaps.
So Amanda sort of smiles and looks at the breakfast kebab and looks at you, and she goes, "Who's not Bob?"
Oh, the guy who sells kebabs. His name's not Bob. Well, when I called him Bob, he said he's not Bob, so now his name's not Bob.
Amanda snorts at this, just um, and takes one of the breakfast kebabs. And as she heads back in and kind of slumps on the sofa, she's like, "You really aren't good with people."
Yeah, that's been a running theme today.
Okay, so Toad has gained entrance to Amanda's apartment.
How far are
Only,
we behind him?
well, like you got off on the same got off the same train. I hope you didn't get off on the train. That's a bit creepy.
Yeah, I did not.
Thank God for that. You got off the same train, so you could follow behind him reasonably easily. I mean,
So
it's the slums, so
it was basic stalking distance.
yeah, basic stalking distance. Like the
Okay.
fact that 50-foot ant knows basic stalking distance off by heart, a little bit creepy.
Well, it's 100 feet if you're in an openish area, and it's 30 feet if you're in a crowded area.
This officially in 50-foot ant is technically a stalker.
If you want to kill somebody, you gotta know their routines. I am not a stalker nor a serial killer. Let me rephrase that.
Okay, so 50. Do you see this chess piece I'm holding?
Mm-hmm.
This is this line of thought, right? This
Yeah.
line of conversation.
Yeah.
Right? This line of conversation needs to go away.
Yeah. Let's end that. And
Yeah. I'm on board with that.
So you guys are following behind Toad. You follow him into the apartment. Not into the apartment, into the apartment building, I should say. So what are you up to?
they're standing in the doorway. Doors open.
No, we're inside my kebabs.
They were during the original conversation, but they've moved
Okay.
inside to sit on the sofa and have kebabs.
Doors closed. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. So Amanda's sitting with Toad on the sofa having her breakfast kebab. And the door gets knocked again. They've only just sat down. She's like, huh, today's just one of those days, isn't it? And she rocks up from her seat.
As she's starting to sit up, I just let her know. It's like, yeah, you should probably ignore that one.
She stops and looks and she's like, what do you mean I should ignore that one?
I'm gonna knock again. Harder.
I think it's some associates of mine. They aren't worth it at this point in time.
So
We've got
at
other...
the
Yeah.
at the moment, Amanda is wearing the sort of clothing you expect her to would expect her to wear at the factory, the sort of clothing you know her for,
Mhm.
which is the kind of loose fitting, sort of tough wear denim stuff,
Mhm.
kind of engineer's clothing. And she kind of puts both hands. She sort of puts the breakfast kebab down on the kitchen table, or the breakfast table that she's sitting next to or standing next to, and puts both her hands in her pocket. She's like, why are your associates following you?
They're, like, you've seen them. One of them wears a wooden mask all the time. Why do they do anything that they do?
I'm slamming on the door now. Like, urgent. Open the damn door.
Okay, right. I need to. Okay. So, what would her response to that be in that situation? Because she hasn't been able to sort of determine what Toad's intentions are. You're slamming on the door, Bomber.
Yeah, just hammering on the door with my fist. Just within the next 30 seconds, I'm probably gonna boot down the door.
Okay, so Amanda looks over at Toad and says, maybe you should answer the door.
I stand up, take my shirt off, and unbutton my pants.
What?
Okay?
It's like Toad's committing suicide.
Shut up. Shut
I
up.
just know what's gonna happen next, and it's just
So I do this just in front of the door. I kind of like just open the door enough to peek through, but to make sure that what's his nuts? I can't even remember his name now. 50s character.
I'm
Bomber.
gonna push the
Bomber.
door. I'm pushing the door
Okay,
open as soon as he opens
so-
it. I'm pushing it in. As soon as it starts to open, I'm pushing in on it, and I'm pushing into him.
Does she have a chain on her door, or is it a slide, or?
I'll slam it off. I'll roll for that shit, dude.
Roll a strength check, Bomber.
Shit.
Roll a d6, Bomber.
Oh, he's gonna damage him.
Yeah, take 4 non-lethal damage, Bomber, for when you headbutt the door.
I didn't. Oh.
Okay.
You go
Okay.
bang into the door.
So yeah, I'm standing in the door with my shirt off and my pants undone. I just tell you two to get lost.
No, not
You
happening.
sure I
We
can't
need
come in
talk.
though?
I look down at myself, look back at you, and it's like, it's not the time for you to be here.
I don't give a
You
shit.
sure we can make it a 3-way?
I close
Roll.
the door.
Wait, before you close the door, roll listen checks, please, gentlemen.
We really are like the Three Stooges.
7.
You really are. This is 3 Stooges.
11.
5.
All right, and listen check. Hold on.
Yeah, what's that?
Listen
have
is
that.
+0, so 11.
Oh, +2. So 7.
Okay, so none of you hear anything. So Toad closes the door. What do you do next, Toad?
I do my pants back up and I just sit down at the table behind the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna boot the door. I'm gonna kick the door
Didn't
in.
he already try that?
No,
Yes.
I pushed the door in. I didn't kick it in. Do I get my strength? So, God damn it! I have to move again. 9. Shit.
Yeah, nothing happens. You kick the door and nothing happens.
God damn it.
Okay, so
We need some digital communicators or something, just in case something bad happens to Toad, you know?
I don't
Anyway.
think something bad's gonna
Well-
happen to Toad. I think.
I tell you what, just talk to Toad about this, and he might go and sell a fucking lung.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Well, you don't know that yet, so yeah. Oh.
Okay. So Toad,
hmm
roll an intelligence check.
If it's a 1, it's gonna be true to form.
2.
Close enough.
3 with my, bonus.
Okay.
Or no, 4 with my
So-
bonus.
So just to let you in, guys, the DC of that particular check was 2 or above. So he has actually succeeded that intelligence check.
No.
Wow.
Toad does his you'll find out why it's a DC 2. Toad does his pants up, does his shirt back up, walks back in, sits down on the sofa, and picks up his breakfast kabob again. Amanda's not in the apartment anymore.
Yeah, okay.
She's not in the apartment anymore.
Oh my
right?
god.
I'm sorry, she's
She
not in
just-
the apartment.
She
Did she
just
walk out the
peaced.
front door, or
Window,
No.
or
Out the front
she's
door.
there's either a window or a secret.
I'm gonna,
Escape
from
something.
my vantage point of the couch, eating my kebab. I'm gonna do a spot to look around, so my 12 plus, I believe, a 2 spot? Yeah, 2
I thought you were
spot.
rolling to eat your kebab, though. I was like, you're so stupid. You have to roll to eat your kebab. What?
So with a 14, I look around to try to ascertain exit points.
Okay, so 2 of the kitchen sort of drawers are open, leading towards the door going into her bedroom.
Okay.
Toad, you sure? you
And
can't
the
just get,
bedroom door's closed?
Nope, the bedroom door is open.
And I don't hear anything from there. Just listen,
Nope.
check. I just kind of sit back on the couch. It's like, Amanda, still around?
No response.
Nothing. Okay. So doors open, the drawers are open, heading towards there. I'm gonna brace. Okay, so the couch, is it kind of like sitting right against a wall or sitting away from the wall in the middle of a room kind of deal, or how's it set up?
It's probably got about half foot of space behind it. It's not touching the wall, but it's what most people would consider to be against a wall.
Hmm. Is there a coffee table?
There is.
Okay. So, in my slump position, I ready myself to push myself down off the couch, just between the couch and the coffee table. And this time, I express myself a little louder. Hey, Sandra, we have to talk. Is there any response from the apartment?
Nope.
Okay. I walk along the counter, kind of just knocking on the counter as I go along,
By the way,
just making noises.
Bomber and Snarby Wolf, you can hear the second yell quite clearly through the door. It's not.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
Sandra?
Mhm.
Wait, the hey,
Alright.
Sandra one?
Yeah.
Alright,
And
Snarly Wolf,
I'm just
Snarly Wolf,
knocking,
wait
walking
here.
towards the door.
Snarly Wolf, wait here. I'm gonna haul ass downstairs, see if she's out the side on a fire escape. I don't know. Bitches be crazy.
Okay,
Alright.
so Bomber sort of heads off and leaves Snarby Wolf standing outside the closed door of the apartment, and Nets heads to the bedroom door,
Mhm.
to the open bedroom door. The bedroom has the bed you remember that you declined sleeping on and
Mhm.
slept on the sofa instead. And it has a wardrobe and a set of drawers, the top drawer of which is open, and that's it. It's a pretty basic bedroom.
Usually I wouldn't do this because it's like a betrayal of trust, but then also chick I was interested in turns out to be super spy, so I'm gonna check the open drawer for anything that would look like a mechanism or trigger.
Roll a search check,
Ooh.
or yeah, search check.
And what modifier do I use on search?
Wisdom.
12 plus a 0.
Okay. You don't find anything significant.
Okay. I just go back down and I lay on the couch and try to fall asleep.
I love how the door's just still locked and Snarly was just standing there staring at a blank door.
Well, I'm sort of keeping my guard up a little bit, you know.
Okay, that's
She
fine.
could strike at any moment.
She could.
See,
She
I'm
could
like,
indeed
I'm
strike
gonna
at any moment.
go confront this girl that I'm interested in about a double life, and then I got idiots who follow me here, and then it's like, well,
Idiots. Yeah.
I'm tired and I was drugged, and screw it, she'll be here eventually. I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
Okay, so can I just do one of these things that I sometimes do as a DM and roll it back and just give you guys kind of an outlay of what just happened?
Yeah, I love your kind of outsider perspective.
Okay, so Nets, a person that works at the same manufactory as Amanda, turns up at the apartment. He offers a breakfast kebab, and he comes in, sits down. A little bit of chat. Someone knocks on the door. Amanda stands up and says that she's going to go and get the door, and Nets goes, "No, that's my associate. You don't want to answer that." And she goes, "What?" And to which he replies, like, "No, it's my associates. You know, the one with the mask and the other one." the knocking on the door gets louder, and she's kind of a little bit freaked out. And then the knocking on the door gets louder, and her and Toad have a little bit of a back and forth. And then the person on the other side of the door is basically trying to bash the door in at this point, slamming their fist on the door. And Toad is sitting there perfectly calm, stands up, opens his shirt and his trousers, and opens the door, at which point the person on the other side of the door tries to force their way in. Can you see why she freaked out? Just maybe a little bit.
Oh yeah, I definitely know. I can see.
If she
Maybe
is
a little
perhaps
bit.
a spy, if she is perhaps a spy, did you not think that perhaps like she might know that you guys don't work for Drasny? At which point, the fact that people not working for Drasny are trying to kick in her front door might freak her out. And then you've just got Toad, just got Nets, and Nets is just insane beyond belief.
He's just pompous and not forward thinking. Not
Who's
insane.
pompous?
Nets.
Well, I mean, he at least has somewhat of a brain, you know.
He's like, I'm just gonna dissuade them by a physical show of you don't want to be here. I didn't expect them to like continue bashing down the door.
So, the situation we find ourselves in, and I think this might actually be a decent place to pause the episode or
Probably.
to stop the episode and move on. The situation we find ourselves in is Bomber has run down the stairs of the apartment that Amanda's used to live in to try and see if Amanda's making escape through a fire exit. Snarby Wolf is standing outside with his hand in his sack of belongings, holding his crowbar and kind of looking around suspiciously. And Nets is lying on a sofa with a breakfast kebab, staring at the ceiling and thinking that, you know, maybe she'll come back. I think we'll call it there, and we will pick up the episode again, or pick up the story again in the next episode.